Osiris, a figure of great significance in Egyptian mythology, is the triumphant god of the underworld and death, as well as the master of eternity. He is the firstborn of the earth god Geb and the sky goddess Nut. His brother Seth is the god of evil, while Osiris is known as the god of goodness, establishing rules and providing protection. Initially portrayed as a fearsome deity during the time of the 5th Dynasty when his name first appeared, Osiris gradually became depicted as a benevolent god. As the god of funerals, Osiris became associated with green skin, symbolizing fertility and the growth of plants, aligning him with the cycles of nature. The story of Osiris is a tragedy that symbolizes eternal life for the ancient Egyptians, offering them hope and a connection to the enduring cycles of nature. The importance of Osiris in Egypt. Geb and Nut had 4 children: Osiris, Isis, Set, and Nephthys. Osiris, known as the god of immortal life and resurrection, is in love with his sister Isis and marries her. Among his siblings, Osiris is both the eldest and the most compassionate god. He and his wife Isis ruled over Egypt, bringing great prosperity and wealth to the land. Consequently, Osiris holds a special place for the people of Egypt. Under Osiris's leadership, the people flourished culturally and learned skills such as agriculture, weaving, and baking. Osiris is a just god, treating everyone under his rule with fairness. Additionally, he taught the Egyptian people the Mayat principles. The Mayat principles, according to Egyptian mythology, speak of the existence of chaos before the creation of the world. Mayat emerges to put an end to this disorder, representing all the laws of order. Pharaohs embraced Mayat and upheld these principles while governing the country. Osiris imparted the Mayat laws to the Egyptians, teaching them the truth and the right way of life. Under Osiris' rule, almost everyone was content except for Set. Set, the god of evil and chaos, envied his brother's successes and plotted to overthrow him. Set was married to his sister Nephthys. Set, desiring to seize the throne of Egypt, became even more furious and ambitious upon learning that his wife Nephthys, in the guise of Isis, seduced Osiris and became pregnant with the god Anubis. Nephthys, through this deceitful play, eventually gave birth to her son Anubis, the god of funerals and embalming. Seth decided to eliminate his brother. He created a magnificent coffin, tailored to the measurements of Osiris, the most beautiful one ever made. Seth threw a grand party, inviting Osiris, and after announcing a special surprise for the guests, he revealed the coffin. He said that whoever fits perfectly inside could take it home. One by one, the guests tried, but none fit until Osiris came. He lay down in the coffin, and of course, it fit him perfectly. Seth then closed the lid and threw the coffin into the Nile River. Some sources suggest that Seth killed Osiris inside the coffin and then tossed it, while other myths tell different stories. The coffin, with Osiris's body inside, floated down the Nile and eventually reached the shores of Phoenicia's Byblos. There, it got caught in a tamarisk tree. The tree rapidly grew around it, enclosing the coffin. After a while, the king and queen of Byblos came to the shore, noticed the beauty and sweet fragrance of the tree, and decided to cut it down, placing it like a pillar in their courtyard. Upon Seth's return to Egypt, he assumed the throne. The harmonious balance maintained by Osiris and Isis was disrupted. Seth ruled as a chaotic king, bringing storms and drought, causing difficulties for the people. Isis began her quest to find her lost husband, and eventually arrived in Byblos. Here, she endeared herself to the king and queen, becoming the caregiver for their young son. Isis disguised herself as an elderly woman when walking among the people, and no one in the courtyard knew they were dealing with a goddess. She showed special attention to their young son, Dictys. In an attempt to immortalize Dictys, she tried to burn away his mortal qualities in a magical fire. One night, the queen noticed Isis's interference with her work, causing her to scream in terror. When Isis revealed her true identity by changing her appearance, the king and queen were frightened. However, they promised anything to save themselves. Isis requested the tree pillar from the courtyard, and they immediately fulfilled her request. Isis rescued Osiris from the tree and brought him back to Egypt. While collecting herbs to revive him, she hid his body in the marshes of the Nile Delta, fearing Seth might discover it. She asked her sister Nephthys to watch over the body. Meanwhile, Seth heard that Osiris had returned to Egypt and that Isis was searching for him. He found Nephthys and deceived her into revealing the location of Osiris's body. Seth then dismembered the body and scattered the pieces to different lands and the river. Upon returning with healing herbs, Isis discovered Nephthys weeping and learned about the dismemberment. Together, they embarked on a quest to find and reunite Osiris's body. After reassembling Osiris, Isis realized a part was missing, his penis, consumed by the Medjed fish, a species worshipped in Oxyrhynchus in ancient Egypt. Despite this, Isis managed to resurrect her husband. However, with the missing part, Osiris could no longer rule over life and had to descend to the underworld. Isis transformed into a falcon, flew around his body, drew in Osiris's sperm, and became pregnant with the god Horus. Osiris then became the lord of the dead and ruler of the spirits in the underworld. The ancient Egyptians believed that Osiris was the first pharaoh, and they expected subsequent pharaohs to uphold order in a sacred manner, much like Osiris. Later beliefs suggested that pharaohs were reflections of Horus in human form. The depiction of pharaohs in the lap of Isis is also observed, stemming from the belief that pharaohs embodied Horus on earth. Osiris held great significance for the Egyptians, and they worshipped him for concepts like order, prosperity, harmony, and the afterlife. While the worship of Osiris is thought to have started during the 5th dynasty, archaeologists claim to have found remnants indicating Osiris worship even before that period. Especially, the story of Osiris and Seth taught the Egyptian people about the damages caused by envy and ingratitude. Egyptians organized festivals to celebrate the rebirth of Osiris, with the Djed Pillar festival being the most well-known. During the festival, pillars symbolizing Osiris were carried through the streets as a gesture of gratitude. In some festivals, the battle between Osiris and Seth was reenacted. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more mythological knowledge and content filled with intriguing stories. Keep your curiosity alive until the next video.